shodo-x! Lock on!
Hey guys, welcome to the 64th episode of the Soda Pop Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
Josh.
I'm a little bit excited.
What?
Hello? Did any of that go through?
I didn't hear a single thing.
Well, the mic did, I'm sure.
Okay. I hope so. We'll see what happens. Guys! Once again, you've seen the thumbnail. You know what we're talking about.
Yes!
It's all about that juicy boy!
It's about Gaim.
It's about Gaim. I guess that would be the title of this episode. I'm not sure if I want to do something as contrived as that, because I'm sure everyone's made that joke.
Well,
hey,
I'm sure there's going to be some kind of ridiculous Google Translate we could use.
That's true. Yeah, those always happen sort of after the fact. But hey, we've got news to talk about. We haven't even discussed what we're going to do as a topic, but I think that what we're going to be talking about today for the news is probably going to take up a good majority of the time
Oh,
here.
probably. Yeah.
But if not, Malunis and I could just fall back on Kuga.
A good majority of the Gaim, if you will.
Yes, of the Gaim. Thank you, Josh. You've done it again.
Look at the Gaim.
Okay. Yes, let's do that. Let's look at the Gaim here. Because guess what? There's a freaking Gaim here.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Soto Chronicle, which they apparently received many requests for.
Yeah, wait. Did they make note of that in the blog post?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they said something to the effect of, you guys sent many requests for Soto Gaim, and here you are.
Oh wow! See, check this out, guys. The surveys really matter, so
right?
Fill those out. I believe some people are getting their AI 9, 10...
Zero 8 just came
AI 8s? 8?
Yeah, 8.
Yes, that's exactly what I said before. AI 8s. People are getting their AI 8s in. That means it's time to fill out the surveys because we get stuff like this.
Yes.
We get stuff like this. It's
Yes.
Soda Chronicle Gaim, and there are tons of It's not even just a thing of, hey, they're doing Gaim now. It's, hey, they're doing Gaim now, and Soto is different.
Uh-huh.
Or at the very least, Soto Chronicle is very different.
And I also will say, part of me is surprised by this because, wow, all the things they did to update this. But also, part of me is not surprised by this because so far the pattern has been popular series, and boy, Gaim was one of those series that had like 2 post-finale, technically you could say 4 post-finale movies, Gaim, Gaiden, Gaim, Gaiden 2, released all the way into the show after the show that replaced it. So it's like...
Yeah, and recently it got a stage show that went to DVD and got a freaking ride watch.
I think the other surprising thing is that, we still have to see how long it will be able to continue, but Gaim has so many different things for them to do.
You know what?
I know. So we'll talk about our wants.
Yeah.
After.
Well, also,
let's just get into
Let me just say, on that topic, there will be some text that I'm going to make a reference to when it comes up.
Some texts?
Yes, something in the blog that they said that I think is interesting. Let's get into it, though.
All right. Let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so like you were saying, Malunis, not surprising in the sense that it's Gaim, but surprising in the sense that there are a lot of changes to Soto, and I feel like I guess we'll start with the small stuff. You know how you could always see the joints on Soto?
Yep.
Well, now you kind of can't a little bit less now.
Yeah, they reformed the appearance of the figure.
Yeah. I could not tell if you were reading that off of it or if you just said that off the cuff.
Oh, I'm reading it off of it.
There, okay, yeah, it was a little janky. No one uses reform quite as liberally as this blog does while Google translates over it. So basically what it comes down to is they really wanted to make the sculpt look a lot more, like it flows with an actual suit, and on top of that, they made some major changes to the thighs. Wherein, like, if you take a look at Kuga, even though it is a more streamlined looking situation, there are still like cutouts for joints. But the fact that their age range is 15 and up allows them to dodge some of the toy safety standards. And what I believe they had done,
they're living on the edge, dodging their safety standards.
Huh?
They're living on the edge, dodging their safety standards.
Hell yeah, dude. Those 15-year-olds, man, they can handle anything.
Right?
They can swallow whole pieces of plastic. Let me tell you. So what had changed in the thighs was that, like, it's a bit more flush now. And I think that has something to do with, like, the thinness of plastic or, like, durability. They referenced durability in the blog itself. And I assume that meant the durability of the thinner plastic as opposed to the thicker plastic, and that's probably why they were able to make such a streamlined change, like such a substantial difference in the look of it. I don't think it'll be any more fragile. I mean, any more noticeable just toy to toy, you know what I mean?
I'm looking at the thighs right now, and they look very comparable to Kuga. It's just, I don't know, maybe they're repeating a little bit of what they did with Kuga in that sense. I don't know.
Well, like, it's... Specifically, I thought it was, like, those cutouts in Kuga, like, right at Kuga's knee. Because those thighs are, like, thicker. And then with Gaim, it just flows right into the back of the kneecap.
That might be it.
Yeah.
Also, the bit about them saying, hey, we covered up the joints on the side, I was looking at that like, y'all really didn't need to do this, but thanks, I guess.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
It's like, I this doesn't necessarily improve it for me, but hey, that's cool that you put in the effort.
Right.
I know. Like, this is the difference between getting toys from, like, a company and getting toys from fans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure.
I've said this a lot, but a lot of the times it feels like Soto is an indie toy company. Just because of how much love they're able to put into these and how much just cool stuff that they're able to do.
And contextually, just how much we're actually learning about the process compared to...
Yeah, no. Like... I mean, even with third-party companies, you don't get this much information.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I was just saying, yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
The most important one that just kind of made me go, y'all really did this, was the improved range of motion. Which they refer to as an overwhelming improvement.
It was. I was overwhelmed. Like, I was already having a good day watching that movie, then I'm like, okay, well... I was thinking, because this happened during the Heisei Generations Forever movie.
Yeah. Good timing.
And, well, kind of bad timing, because then everyone was watching the movie. Yeah, but I was like, okay, I think I'll do a cheeky little tweet that says, like, hey, this is the Soto news, but we're pausing it for, like, an hour or so in observance of the Nerdist stream. Go watch it. But then I saw what the news actually was, and I was like, "Oh no, this is happening now."
Oh, no, I wasn't even thinking about the news. I was just like, "Oh, I'm enjoying the movie so far. I'm about like half an hour in. Let me just open up Discord and see if anyone is." Holy shit!
Yeah, I was
for the next hour, I proceeded to pay only half attention to the movie.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, like
I was
about to get ready for
just
work.
to give them numbers.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
It's crazy.
Anyway, let's talk about some ball joints, boys, because we've effectively replaced a lot of swivels here with the ball joint. And it's working for me, man.
Just I want to mention real quick.
Sure.
I know this is like probably not intentional, but this like prototype figure that they're showing off, where it's like not painted and stuff. It reminds me a lot of the moldy orange arms from the stage show.
Yep.
Moldy orange?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Do I have to get another Gaim arms action figure?
Yeah, that would be a little bit more of a challenge to paint because it's like a white version with blotches of light blue. I don't think it's literally referred to as moldy, but that's what people like to call it.
Yeah,
that's disgusting. Wait, what is it supposed to be? Is it supposed to be mold, or is it supposed to be
in the stage show? It takes place like after the finale. Gaim encounters a villain, much like Mega Hex, and he ends up like dropping down to Earth with amnesia, and they represent it by giving him that form. It's very unnecessary.
Oh yeah,
I'll have to look it up, but
it's just like the white orange armor made me think of that.
Yeah. I want to say that Buta Bosol did make a medal for it and called it something like Kamen Rider Gaim Amnesia or something.
Interesting.
Yeah, Buta Bosol usually does those obscure things like that.
Oh yeah,
so.
There was just like a wave or two of those medals where they just randomly decided, let's do a bunch of stage show stuff. Here's Maja. Here's the evil version of Wizard.
I love that
dope.
Because I always like whenever stage show things get any kind of like recognition.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about ball joints.
Yeah, ball joints.
Yes. So much like figures, I guess you could use that comparison. Got a ball joint at the waist and in the middle of the torso, which I did not notice until like the next day. There are several things here where it was like throughout the day that this was revealed, I was just like, oh, hold on, they're also doing this? And then like the next day, wait, they're also doing this. It's like just so many good surprises.
I'll be honest with you. This is... Oops, I accidentally turned on my flashlight. This is the first time I'm hearing about that second ball joint in the torso. Let me grab that real quick.
Or at least to me it looks like it's like a second joint because it's separate parts.
Hold on, keep talking. I'm looking for it.
I really
keep talking.
I really like how they like, you know, I mean, of course it's always cool whenever they add like the extra articulation, but it's just, oh man, I'm just so excited for this.
You know what? Maybe that's not a second joint. Maybe that's just like it looks thinner at the top, but that might just be to accommodate the armor.
I'm pretty sure that's to accommodate the armor.
Yeah. Oh well. Still.
Huh. Man, I was excited to learn something new about this thing.
Right? And also, to go along with that, I don't want to just call it another ball joint, but they added a different kind of setup for the shoulders so that you can move them forward and back.
I kind of wanted to mention something about the waist joint, though.
Yep.
So, you know, with Kuga and, like, any other Soto figure ever, you have this situation where I guess some of the abdomen needs to be chunked out of the chest to be placed into the crotch just to, like, balance out, like, flatten that area.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have that separation here. And it's, like, two different ovals interfacing with each other, and when you swivel it, the ovals overlap, and you see parts, right, of that oval on the other side of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
You don't have that with this. You have a ball joint now, and you've got this like deep inset area to just swivel around in, and you don't miss out on any of like the range of motion either. That a regular swivel joint would have got you. Like nothing collides or anything, as far as we can tell.
What I thought you were going to bring up is about how I think Blade Raider in our Discord was wondering if the belt was removable, like the driver at least.
Oh, I mean,
yeah, because what I was going to add
like
to that. Well, what I was going to add
I
to that
felt
is
bad
that-
because we absolutely went in there and said, "I'm actually," which is something that I really didn't want to do.
Oh, no.
But I feel like there is a peg there. If you zoom in
also,
close enough,
what
there
I
is
was
a
gonna-
hole.
Yeah, there is a peg there, but also I'm looking at the one of the other figures they revealed. The driver is a completely different color of plastic. So
Yeah. I mean, they could
100%
glue it if they wanted to, but I don't know why you would.
Deca driver.
No, exactly. Let's take bets now. There are 3 Deca drivers we know about so far. Only 2 of them are going to potentially work here. Which one do you guys bet it's going to be? My bet is on the
Bigger peg or small
the
peg?
original one. Huh?
Bigger peg or small peg?
Which one's which?
The one for Gio's riders are all bigger.
Interesting. Oh, you know what? Then I'll go with a small peg, just because, like, that is a little bit of matter that they're working with.
Yeah, that was also my thought. Was just that now that they've got this new joint set up, that little area is probably a little bit less protected, I guess is the way to put it.
Yeah. But watch it not be any of them, and they just release another Deca driver.
With the premium bend, I said.
Oh my god.
It still doesn't need to be a thing, though. Decade never turned into Gaim.
But he can.
But
That's the point, Josh. This is a
but-
toy, and it's meant to be played with.
But as the blog always likes to say with these sort of things, you can engage in your delusions.
That's right.
I do that already.
You can have a good version of Taro in the Barotha form. Don't think about it too hard, Josh.
You're right.
Ah!
Hey, check
I mean,
this
I
out.
just figured that the belt was removable because it usually is, and also so they could eventually give a Genesis driver to Baron.
No, exactly. Another thing to mention is that the little lock seed holder, it does swivel, but you only see 2 of the lock seeds loaded in there. And it's like that with the promo images, so I think that might be intentional. Like, I don't think that anything broke off or anything.
Oh.
It looks like it might have, but
I see what
it
you're
just
saying.
looks like he's using it.
Now that I'm looking at it up close, I can, maybe it's just me, I can almost see the molded detailing of Pine and Ichigo. Which is the standard ones.
You're not incorrect.
Yeah,
I'm noticing that as well.
That's cool.
Mainly the Ichigo. You can see like the triangular shape.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
I'm seeing the pine up at the top one.
I mean, it makes sense for him to have that.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
that's also anytime. This is how much I pay attention to Gaim. Anytime you see him using orange arms, he always has those 2.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I mean, it would make sense to keep pine on him at all times. It is his final form.
Yes.
Of
Yeah.
course. His strongest
Yeah.
form.
Exactly. So he gets some deep ab and some deep looking back and up.
Yeah.
With his new ball joint, and it looks
Yeah,
good.
that was
like
that 2-panel image of him doing that kind of look down and then look up. That is the mood that I had when I was reading through this. Like,
someone, I might do this later, but I really want someone to turn this into a GIF. That'd be a lot of fun.
Oh, that would be good.
boy, we need more gifts
And
from the blog, like with the handlebars from the 01 bike.
Oh yeah, that was fun. And hey, they absolutely did that same thing of like plug the sword in at the top and the other sword in at the bottom of the hand, and now they combine.
I mean,
Don't think about it too hard.
It makes the most sense.
No, it does. It absolutely does. I don't know why they would do it.
Also,
any other way.
we should have
It's just-
we should have known this was coming since the Dai Maru was with the Grand Geo set, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
I was about to say
that's an interesting theory to say that was like the catalyst for or like some sort of tease. I just thought, well, we had it in the Gaim arms mold. We might as well just use it.
I think it is did we confirm that it was a different one from the one that was included with Gio's Gaim armor? Because also keep in mind that the original use of this mold, I assume, was an Exit with Gaim Gamer.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know. Honestly,
I always
don't-
forget about.
I-
I always forget about that.
At the very least, it's probably the same mold.
Okay. I mean, like, we could definitely check later. I say that now, but we won't follow up on that.
I was about to say, we could check later, or we could check in the episode where we reviewed the set, because I feel like we might have mentioned something there.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. But hey, another thing, something that Adid Nuva pointed out about Zangetsu, but it's relevant here. Gaim does have his logo on his shooty gunny sword.
Yeah, the Muso saber.
Pew pew. The Muso saber. That is exactly what I said. Thank you for repeating me. Hey, now we can talk about shoulders.
Yeah. This is really cool.
So, it is.
Yeah.
So, long gone are the days of shoulder pads that are just gonna like fly off willy-nilly. Because now they just don't have them on the base body.
Oh, I was talking
it
about
fits
like
with the design.
I was talking about the fact that we have new shoulder articulation.
Huh?
Where you can you can angle the shoulders forward and back.
Oh yeah, because I guess we have had the ball joint in the shoulders before with Jin and Hirobi, and coming soon, Tsukiyomi.
Oh,
but
yeah.
But yeah, we have. I hesitate to call it a butterfly joint. I don't know if it swings on like a pinned axis or if it's like shifting straight forward and shifting straight back. But the point is, you can get the arms across pretty well, like really well. And they said, let's see, due to the new range of motion, I'm also trying to figure out how to hold a sword in front of my chest with a sword. What? I thought that was gonna make a lot more sense when I started reading it, and then
you just got confused.
That came out. Yeah. There's a random 2 thrown into that sentence. I don't know what's going on. But they did say, we will tell you the detailed review using the product before it's released, so please look forward to that. I am absolutely looking forward to that.
Me too, I'm excited.
And this is something strange that the blog is able to do right now, because we don't typically get them this far in advance.
Yeah.
Right? Because usually it is those promo images with the black backgrounds, and we got those.
Right,
But we also got this.
Oh, yeah.
So this is neat.
Yeah, it's interesting seeing, like, we got those promo pictures, and then, like, is the promo pictures, like, a finished prototype, or is it, like, a Photoshop finished thing? Because, like, it's, I don't know.
I don't know.
Since the figure that they keep showing off and all the, like, articulation is nowhere near as done as that.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're still working the paint a little bit.
Maybe.
So they just...
Because, like, I know that the one that they keep showing off isn't stickered, but then the orange armor isn't painted, so...
So this is just speculation, right? But with O's, we got the promo images before we got an actual product review, right, for Birth. And those images showed up before the production sample they showed us,
right? And
they said, "Hey, even this isn't done. We're still working on this even a little bit."
Yeah,
so
the colors on the stickers.
Yeah, so the prototypes that they took fancy pictures of, those are probably just hand painted, hand done sticker prototypes.
Yeah, just to have like something done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While you were talking about this, I was just looking between the one that they showed up the articulation with. The plastic looks pretty smooth there. If you look at the promo images, they look a little bit more textured.
Yeah, there is. I want to say that there is like some texture to this. I can't quite place it, but I have seen like this textured blue before.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, you know what? I kind of like the look of that texture on the Gaim suit.
Yeah, same. And that's probably why they went with it. So this might be further along into production. Like, what those images were is what they want them to look like, and what this is now is probably like, hey, this is what the mold is going to put out.
I'm looking at that picture where he has like the dual wielding or the combined swords.
Yeah,
and it just looks so good.
It does. Like, okay, I was gonna say this earlier or after, but like I tweeted out. Remember when MP44, the Masterpiece Optimus Prime, came out for like $450, and then Earthrise just made an Optimus Prime for $50, and it was like just really good for a fraction of the price.
Yeah.
Yep.
This and Figuart.
Pretty much, yeah.
I feel like there's. You can get at me in the comments down below. There's no point to Figuarts anymore.
No,
you know what?
No point.
I've got the Figuarts Gaim, and I don't have it right in front of me right now to compare, but I can tell you right now, Shodo does a very good job of looking like Figuarts. This Soto, to me, always just like action figures. This reminds me of Shodo.
Yeah.
This guy.
Honestly, this has a really good like in between point, just because it's made by D-Man's team.
Yeah.
Like, you get that good mix of either, and
it's so good.
What's happening?
This is a day one pre-order. I'm definitely buying this.
You know
what? Yeah, absolutely.
I guess I'll get to that when we get to it. But all I will say now, speaking of looking like another line, hey, guess what else got ball joints?
This Gaim figure.
Yeah.
And also shodo-x.
And his hands. That's what I was getting at.
Wait, what did I say?
You said shodo-x got ball joints.
Oh.
I was transitioning the fact that we got new hands.
Said. This is a disaster. Yeah, you talk now.
So, much like shodo-x is doing with Kira Major, they introduced ball-jointed hands. They also specifically credit Kata, the predecessor of the Sentai Candy Toy line, as the one who pioneered this.
Yeah. Which I guess that person left after doing the ball joints on shodo-x, and he was like, "Wow, this was far too much. I am done here."
I thought you were gonna say
got the heck out of there.
That was just like their mic drop.
Yeah, I know. Hey guys, ball joints.
I saved Sentai.
That's right. And the thing is, ball joints aren't a new technology, so I hear you out there thinking, why is this an innovation? But think of it, it is at a smaller scale.
Oh yeah.
For such small, figure hand. It's difficult, and like having a mold like that, right? Where you have to sort of if it's a 2-part mold, you got to get that hole in, like that circular spherical hole inside, and then take it out without breaking the piece.
Yeah, that's not,
because that is metal. So that is very weird at this scale.
Yeah. And actually, speaking for myself, since I do have a Kira Major figure, you can also attest to this. The ball joints work pretty well. Like they don't feel dangerous to replace.
Yeah, I agree.
They're not like Figuarts where I feel like I'm about to break this every time I remove a hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like there is a solidity to it that I have not found in any other toy line. Mm-hmm. So mad props to them. This is a really incredible innovation.
Oh, can I also just talk about the part where they target me specifically?
Sure, watch out, they're targeting you.
Yeah, so first of all, I guess it's very notable to say that when you're getting these, if you buy the body, you're getting the full body along with the head. Like, that's actually really cool for like a mainline thing.
Yeah.
And
I guess.
Hello? Is there a delay?
Hello? Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. By the way, for everyone listening to this, this also goes for the last episode that we did. There's been some internet issues. If there's overlap in us talking or just some dead silence, I'm gonna do my best to take a lot of that out. But there's just some that I'm gonna miss. So I'm sorry. This is my big I'm sorry. This is my blanket sorry thing. Anyway, you were saying about the head.
Yes, you get the full figure, which is normally reserved for what we have always come to know as the impossible box.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that.
And the thing that I refer to as them targeting me specifically is that, hey, if you want to just have this figure represent the armorless version, we've included a sticker for the blank visor, as well as a backing for the head.
They gave us the Rideware variant sticker. Are you kidding me?
I love that they can do this, which isn't even like a technical form, but they still can't give us platform deno.
I feel like
that's
this
is the thing.
Well,
this is exactly platform deno levels of what they've done before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But but here it's accurate.
No,
Also,
it's not. Look at the chest. It's chunked out and it's got like this weird divot. Don't give me that, Josh.
Well, you mean it's accurate to how it would look without armor, without the hole in the middle, of course. But like, you get what I'm saying, Corey.
It's close. It's closer.
It's closer than platform is.
Yeah, I'd say so, because they actually went through and detailed the underside.
Yeah.
I was also going to add, in addition to the sticker variant, you also get the back of the head, which is actually very nice of them to do. I feel like this is all in service of saying, hey, sorry about how we did Deno dirty a little bit.
Where do you see the back of the head?
They specifically called out how it will come with the back of the head.
Oh, okay, cool.
They use a specific term like occipital parts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, wow. I can't believe I glossed over occipital parts and couldn't decipher that meant we're getting the back of the head. Oh, I'm so dumb for missing that. Occipital parts. How could that have escaped my vision?
It's interesting how the body... I guess it makes sense, but why the body's the one that comes with the Muso saber? They're packing a lot in that one box.
No, they're not packing too much in the armor box though. So
well,
that might be where they're saving some money.
Well, the armor box has a stand too.
Oh yeah, that's gonna break the bank.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, there's a little bit.
It's painted.
It Probably. Is. Well, okay, I do want to talk about the head because I heard people wanting the head to be made of clear plastic a lot, so that you could just do the gimmick.
See, the thing about that. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off on that, but the thing about the whole eye gimmick is I really don't know how you could have done it other than this.
Yeah. No, exactly. Even with the arms change figures, that didn't quite get there.
Some looked better than others. Some were very hard to see.
Yeah, and the thing about clear plastic, right? You are dedicating an entire mold to just clear plastic. You have no other parts on the figure that need to be in clear plastic, right? And you have two options, MABS and PVC. And we already know that PVC is pretty expensive, and that you probably can't, create a sturdy half of a head that needs to be loaded and unloaded with PVC. I'm not sure. You might be able to. Or MABS. And that's only a new innovation for them. And the thing is, once you dedicate a mold to that, you can't just have one person's head. You can't just have one part. something else needs to be molded in that clear plastic,
Can-
what else would you mold?
Can you
then
imagine
go
if the
into-
Muso saber was clear plastic?
I don't want to imagine
that would have been horrible.
It also
Yeah, so-
it's also bears mentioning that the reason that clear plastic came up specifically is because we're looking at the 6-inch line that Gaim had, and just like, can they do that at a smaller scale? Yes or no?
I don't think so.
I agree.
Because if you mold it in that, what other options do you have to mold things in clear plastic?
Mm.
The rest of the heads, right? Baron, Ryugen, and Zangetsu. But the thing is, if you put all 4 of those in one mold, your next wave, you're gonna have to reuse that mold.
Gaim
Otherwise-
Yami, Black Baron.
Yeah, no,
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Like your heads are gonna be tied to those 4.
Oh, there's so many cool figures we could get.
I know.
I just
yeah.
when Malunis
But
said that.
I'm just saying that clear plastic, as much as I would have liked it, as much as I would have liked for them to try, absolutely not feasible.
No.
Also, I'm coming at it from this perspective where I'm like, you know what, this is Soto. I'm playing the long game. How are we going to make this work for 15? Which is like the entire face is the
Right.
mask thing.
You are really on about this 15. Meanwhile,
No,
I'm just
like-
here like
no,
stage show Gaim with the proto Gaim. Proto Baron,
I'm completely
proto
with
everyone
Malunis
else.
here. I love
Yeah, who are
15's
you to
design,
judge?
and he's never had a figure.
Fair.
Yeah, but like
I just want some new characters, man.
I for sure have brought this up on this podcast before, but the only things they released for 15 were a vinyl and a keychain, both of which were just him with Gaim arms. So it's like,
Right.
whew.
Oh, that's cheating.
And besides that,
Yeah.
the only other merchandise he got was his lock seat and faceplate. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And,
Well, hey, at least you got his face.
yeah,
And-
but that's just to make the driver accurate.
And
Yeah.
just to put that all into context, that's all he got, but Bujin Gaim from that one movie got a figure. The Apple guys from that one movie got figures. So it's like,
Yep.
just for some reason, 15 was just too unique for them to make mold for.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if you knew this, but numbers aren't fruit. 15 is not a fruit, sir.
He's a raisin. That's what some people said anyway.
Wait,
Are you
really?
serious? Is he a raisin?
I don't think he's I don't think he fits the motifs at all.
I've never heard
Who
that.
was the skull? Who was the skull person? Was he the skull person?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening. Are you kidding me? Well, I mean, in this line, yeah, but hey, let's talk about something else now.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
I guess-
just real quick before we go on about the stickers with the head.
Yeah.
I'm very curious. I doubt it will happen, but do you think we'll get eye stickers for every armor for everyone, or just like ones that happened
Oh,
in show?
So here's probably what happened in show, but there is evidence to at least some of them happening in this blog, so we'll get there.
Because because what I'm worried about is that there are armors that happened in the Hyper Battle DVD
Ah, yeah.
that only ever happened there,
Hmm.
and I'm worried that Soto's going to not give us eye stickers for that.
What do you mean?
Like,
What-
for
like, give me an
example, Zangetsu used Budo in the Hyper Battle DVD. So, like, if we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
Budo in this set, so, like,
Yeah, yeah.
are we going to
so
get a
the Hyper
Zangetsu
Battle-
eye sticker for that?
Right. Okay.
It was the one with fresh orange. Like the other gimmick of that Hyper Battle DVD is that Baron, Ryugen, and Zangetsu all did like form changes. Like
Right. Okay.
Ryugen uses melon. I think he also uses banana.
Here's the thing. Are you gonna buy extras for this, Josh?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I stand corrected. If you're gonna go full me on this, like, honestly, I'm fine with just getting the regulars and then that's it.
Well, there's some of
But
those
hey.
arm swaps specifically from that Hyper Battle DVD I really like. So, like, I think Ryugen used banana in that. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That I liked how that looked, and Budo and Zangetsu I also really enjoy. So
I'll be honest, just in case, I'm gonna get like a regular case of this. I don't think I'll get like a set. I don't even think they do sets for.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, if there is an option thing, this is like the one time where I will buy the one that gives me extras.
Yeah, it's weird because we're actively throwing ourselves at the thing that we don't like.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in this case,
but
it's
the
like...
problem is, we absolutely do need more Gaim figures.
No, yeah, we do.
There's no question.
Like, because also, like, you know, I know we're going to talk about it here, but, like, I'm at least going to need to make Gaim Banana, because they're obviously giving us the sticker for that.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's get there, huh?
Well, I was also going to say that, in regards to buying duplicates, this is the other thing I was talking about when I said they were targeting me specifically, because they know I would go for this kind of thing.
I thought I was crazy. I'm glad that you guys have been brought down to my level.
Oh no, I completely understand it.
Okay, cool.
It's like I am
I've just been
legitimately
giving
the
you
kind of
cat food
Gaim
for
fan.
years.
I am legitimately the kind of Gaim fan who is looking at this like, do I really want to buy duplicates of all of the bodies just to have the blank forms? I kind of do.
That's fantastic. I'm so happy for you that you found your go crazy moment.
Yeah, we're doing this.
Yeah. Speaking about we're doing this, let's do Baron.
Oh yeah, Baron looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he looks incredible.
Also, just real quick, is the sticker for the lock seed like how the medals work? From O's?
Oh, no.
I don't know. I hope it's a separate sticker because I really hate when they do the multi-level one sticker situation.
Because I'm thinking the lock seed, you know, it's a different kind of sticker, so you can like have the belts be accurate.
Yeah. I hope that's the case. But I'm not sure.
Anyway,
hey, let's talk about the longest spear weapon that they've ever created. Apparently.
I saw that. I was just like, "Is that really?" Because I feel like Deno technically did that.
I mean, is that a spear or is it a staff?
It's literally called
according to the
Dena
form, it's
spear.
a rod.
No, I meant the Deno one.
Oh, rod. Okay.
Yeah.
fair
See,
enough.
and even who is he? Blue Dragon Man. Kuga. Dragon Boy.
Oh,
Kuga,
yeah.
Guy with stick.
You're so close. It's just dragon.
Oh, okay. Are you sure it's not Guy with stick?
You know what?
I have a feeling
Lemon
it's Guy
Leaves,
with
man.
stick.
I'll have to check the records again, but I'm pretty sure it is not.
Okay, alright. I just need to make sure. He is, as his name suggests, Guy with stick. And that's a rod rather than a spear. So I think that's what they're going at. The only other contender, potentially, and I'm looking at him right now, would be Kai Soda Waz.
Kashin, maybe?
But I get, is a trident a spear?
I'm pretty sure.
Like
I think that the word they used for it was yari, which means spear. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I think what they're trying to say...
It's a big ass
I think
spear.
what they're trying to say is like the top half and bottom half sort of spear situation,
Right, okay.
not the continuous spear
We got there.
situation. Because we've had 3 different ways that they've handled spears. They've handled spear handles. It's the 2-part, the 1 part with a cap, and then just the whole 1 part.
Yeah.
So
Looking good. This is
it looks great.
This is also
And like
I knew it, but it just took me a moment when I read it where they said, "Hey, this is kind of the first Chronicle wave where it's not just the main character." And I just stepped away like, "Yeah, I knew that, but wow."
Huh. Yeah. Wow. Huh. I mean, I feel like, and I'm hoping that, you know, the surveys were an indication of like, okay, there's enough behind it to where people aren't just gonna have to buy the main character. And Gaim as a show itself didn't always, you know, it centered on Gaim, but everyone else made the show as well. Mm-hmm. So, I feel like, and even in their first wave of their figures, like, it was Gaim, Ryugen, and Baron with an accessory set. Oh. And they're following that mostly.
I was about to say, that explains the joke they made where they said, here's Gaim, here's Baron, here's Ryugen, and that's it. Wait, there's also Zangetsu.
That's right. He did technically come out in the first set. The first EX set. So
also, just props to them for... So they paint... I think it's paint. They painted the gold trim on Baron's helmet. And that was not on the original Arms Change release until the premium version.
Ah, right. The 6-inch figure.
Yeah, it's not... I mean, it definitely wouldn't have been, but it's not on the... figure either.
It's just funny because, like, the original Arms Change didn't even have that detail.
Oh, yeah. The Arms Change line also did not have metallic colors, so when you got Melon Arms, it was just like... It was a bright neon green. So I'm so thankful that this is what we're getting.
Yeah.
Oh, so the thing that I wanted to bring up... well, first of all, they mentioned that this is a ton of new molding, which was extremely difficult. When is it never extremely difficult for Shoto? And the thing that they brought up that I'm not clear on, they said, since Gaim is a success with multiple writers and forms, Chronicle Gaim wants to make each one through retail and premium Bandai.
Yeah.
So it's like, huh. So that's a loosely declaration of, like, we went to 100% Gaim. So that just kind of gave me pause, like, I'm going to take that with a grain of salt right now, but whew.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the question.
To do that, it would take them such a long time.
Yeah. But here's the thing. How complete? Where do they say done?
Yeah, like where are we drawing the line on that?
Yeah, because Geo was done without stage show stuff, without the rest of the another riders. Geo's done.
If you take out, because Gaim has like two stage, it has a stage show rider and a stage show form. You take that out, then you still have a ton of stuff. I mean, Gaim had over 20 riders. So,
you want me just like lay down what we've got waiting for us if they do everything?
Oh, why? Do you have a document prepared?
Oh yeah, for something unrelated. But we got Kuridon. We got Kuridon, Kurokage, Bravo, Bujin Gaim, Zangetsu Shin, Sigurd, Marika, Duke, Knuckle, 15, Kurokage Shin, Marus, Kamuro, Gaim Yami, Ryugen Yomi, Jam, Idun, Tyrant, Savior, and Black Baron. And that's not even counting the stage show or the stage play.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So that's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very happy that you didn't say any name that does not sound familiar, because that means I'm good to not buy more ARMS action figures. And I think I am just gonna slow those down to a halt.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Or unless that means people aren't gonna be buying those anymore and just buy the Soda ones, then I can have all the ARMS action figures. All of them! See, like, they're gonna be mine!
This also comes down with the question of, like... So, one thing that's interesting about Set 1 here is that... And, I mean, this just kind of... It's, you know, it's to Soda's benefit, but it's also just because the show did this. For the most part, everything in this set was reused and repainted again at some point. Mm-hmm. So... That is helpful in that regard, I would say. Because, like, all 4 of those armors were used somewhere else. for something.
Yeah.
So like that's helpful.
And also, this isn't gonna happen. I'm gonna preface this with this isn't gonna happen, but now that I'm saying that they're not gonna do it, I really hope Soto does it. I want these are my demands, by the way.
Okay.
I want a Gaim Drive movie pack without the Drive stuff, because apparently, you know, they can just do movie packs without half of the movie in them.
You want Mega Hex, don't you?
Yeah, I want both versions of the Mega Hex just so that they can justify getting us another pass.
Here's what you do. The final Gaim set is Movie War Mega Mix with the Drive Arms Gaim. And they introduce Type Fruits.
And then we're doing Drive.
Drive. And then we go Drive. Yep.
Well, like, here's the thing. If we do, like, that movie pack, I'm going to need the Mega Hex and the Mega Hex that they used for the Humagear, so that we could get that mold. And then,
I see where you're going with this.
Yeah. And then that's where we get the Shin Kurokages, I think? Or no?
No.
The Kurokage Trooper, you mean?
Yeah, the Troopers.
Oh, not the new ones? Okay. Oh, because that came later, right?
Yeah.
So I want those, and I want an army builder pack of those.
Actually,
so throw two in there.
That is a good another thing to mention. Once we get to certain riders, we can have option stickers for them to have a yellow strap on the Sengoku driver or a silver strap.
They're definitely good. Wait, would that be on all of them?
No, a decent amount, but no.
I thought it was just Gridon and Bravo who got that.
Or no, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I was thinking of the fact that the stage show proto riders had silver straps.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing.
I'm pretty sure they did.
I don't want to say they'll never do stage show stuff.
Well,
because
the thing about
today they have not.
The thing about the stage show is that I don't. It's really tricky because I would say that Maja and Moldy Orange or whatever that is probably wouldn't happen, but then again, Maja is just kind of like a 15 basically.
Yep. So make 15.
And then,
and if you make the mold, you gotta reuse it, right guys?
And then also for the Zangetsu one, the Zangetsu suit or the Zangetsu Kachidoki suit showed up in Over Quartzer, so that one's justified to be made.
Same. I agree. I 100% think that needs to be made.
Yeah.
If they're saying they're gonna complete it, I'm not gonna agree with their complete statement until that one is made.
The thing about Gaim is that there's so many things to do that I will definitely be picky on when I consider it complete.
Yeah, it'd be weird because like some of these forms are not necessarily obscure, but like probably not as feasible. So what if they just did like a stage show set for Soto Club?
I mean, here's the thing. Fill out the questionnaire. Tell them you want it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, fill it out.
Say that we
want stage
show.
show.
We want stage show things.
Hey, Josh, this one's to you. Open up the survey and tell them you want another riders to continue.
I know. I need them. I mean, technically, and this is like a very small thing, but technically, isn't Tsukiyomi having the Fi's phone gun a stage show thing?
That's true.
There it is.
That's absolutely true. You're right. You're right. But also, that's G-Man.
Yeah.
That's G-Man doing this. This is D-Man.
Right.
So, we don't know. I don't think he's ever made a declaration of completion.
I think they did. I think it was during early Geo when he was still in charge of Geo. That was the Sorowa Yaru.
Oh, was he in Geo? That's right, because they made the changeover, and then oh hey, here's G-Man. See, it fits.
G-O.
Because his name is G and G-O. Yeah.
So
we haven't even begun to talk about Ryugen.
Oh right, we're still talking about them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, yeah, we're still doing this. So Ryugen's here. He looks good. He's got a lot of gold stickers. The thing I did want to mention here, and this goes to like all of them, but his shoulder joints, they are different colors. Like his shoulder pads are different colors. That's because they are separate pieces, and they can articulate. It's yet to be seen if it's like the floppy stuff that we get with shoulders typically, or if it's, you know, just a standard like thicker joint. Who knows? I'm excited to see. But on Ryugen's, and I believe, let's see. Yeah, Ryugen's slightly different in that his armor, his shoulder armor is mounted on the back rather than the front of, you know, the armor piece. Same with his brother. So I don't know why that change was made to each of them, but I'm interested.
Man,
I hope that they tell us.
Zangetsu looks so good.
I know.
See, the thing.
What's the point of figure art?
The thing about
there is no point.
The thing about these figures is that, like, when I saw this, I was like, Soto Gaim, and I was like, I have all of the arms change figures, but yeah, I'll buy these all again.
Yeah, you're saying this. Guess what I've got coming towards me? The arms action Zangetsu. It's like,
oh, right.
Man,
I realize that.
Don't even talk. I've got all of them
Yeah,
and then some, and I'm still getting this.
I turned it into a positive where I was like, well, I guess I got a good direct point of comparison.
No, exactly. Like that's really where I'm at with Candy Toy. It's like, hey, Corey, why did you buy a bunch of the old O's figures? There's brand new O's toys, and they did more of them. Yeah, but these are cool.
No, I
like
totally get
documentation.
I didn't.
Yeah, I like having that sort of like library of older items.
Yeah. I wasn't saying it as like as if to say that Soda is better. I was just like, well, I guess I've got a good direct comparison between these two lines with the same character.
No, yeah, exactly. I mean,
Plus,
I wasn't saying that you were saying that. I've just gotten that a lot.
Yeah. And also, like, in case they don't do it for a while, hey, I've also got Gridon and Kurakage, so.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. And you can never have too many Kurakages.
That is true.
So, you know, just save one for posterity, and then take one, cut the yellow belt off, paint it silver. You got a foot soldier. You can put him in the back.
I look forward to my future Soto Kurakage army.
Yes, dude. Yes. You gotta army build, man. It is a time to have.
I need to see them. I need to see them do the trooper variant first, and then we'll.
That's true. Then we'll talk.
Yeah.
If they do another pack like they did with the Buggle Boys, the Turkey Face Men.
Honestly, they should just, or the Bugsters, yeah.
Yeah.
They should just do like a whole Kurakage set that's like the original Kurakage, Shin, and the troopers.
You know, I disagree. I hate that they do that sometimes. There was this one Amazon exclusive set that had one of each Stormtrooper for the new Force Awakens movie. And then it had one Captain Phasma. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. I need to buy this in perpetuity. Then you throw in a character that's one of a kind in there, and I'm just gonna have tons of them.
I get that.
Stop it with that.
To sell.
You can miss me with that. So don't throw a regular one in there, because I know that the Army Builder set is probably gonna be premium.
Well, you could still do that and just have, you know, you save, you buy it a couple times, but then one of the figures you put the Genesis driver on and the stickers for the regular belt.
Well, here's the thing. The original one, it'll come with extra stickers for the trooper version, and then they do a troop builder pack, and then they do a pack where it has like the sunflower seed, the dandelion or whatever, and it comes with him, and then they do the Rose Chicken Walker thing.
Yeah, the tulip hopper.
Yeah. So there are ways to get more.
Oh,
they just gotta do it.
There's so much stuff to do.
I know. It's so exciting.
How are they gonna do this?
Soto. I don't know. I really hope it's like a slow burn.
The worst part is that so much of this is gonna be premium.
Oh, yeah.
I know. This all is yelling at me. Hey, idiot, get a job now.
Yeah, and it's gonna be very expensive. And the thing is, I'll get retail sets. premium, I'm gonna have to wait. I can't balance premium and lightning at the same time. But
I mean, you know me. I'm just.
I know you will. But I mean, I'll get retail as long as I can. But
yeah, I was before I caught the part where they mentioned that they want to complete this. I guess I was saying to others in our Discord, well, if they decide to do a premium Bandai set, I guess I'm gonna have my first premium Bandai set.
Hey! Welcome to the club. Hey, that's the thing. Now is the time. If you want
now is the
premium
Gaim.
Bandai items, now is the time. If you want your premium Bandai items, go support the Gold Power set. I do believe there is an actual end date to them selling it.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, and that was yesterday.
Oh no.
So go back in time.
Well, I guess don't buy the set. You already missed out. What a chump you are. You've ruined it for everyone. But to those of you that did buy it, good job. Thank you. So yeah. This better be coming to the US. Like, through Bluefin. There's no... I forgot...
This retail set, or what?
No, the premium set.
Okay.
But also retail, please.
Because like we know they're going to be premium. They said so. They said as much. But what they were talking about during one of the live streams, and I forgot. They said that when they did the survey. Hey, it's future me, real quick. Everything that I'm about to say about I think Kamen Rider Gaim was incorrect. I actually went back to the live stream that I'm about to reference. It was right before the Nerdist screening. It was their panel that they did on the Nerdist channel. It was actually about Den-O, and I was very, very wrong about my assumption. So, yeah, all the things that I'm about to say about citing my sources, I'm absolutely doing that right now. There's a link to that in the description down below if you're wondering what the heck I was talking about. Okay, back to the show. One of the riders stood out, and I want to say it was Gaim, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, as one of the ones that was popular in terms of what people had wanted. I forget. I absolutely forgot what it was, and I don't want to quote something I don't actually know. But go back. I really hope they said Gaim. And hey, maybe that was... How long ago was that survey? Was that 6 months ago? Because that's usually the runtime, like the production time for
maybe
Soda.
That sounds something like that. Something right.
So that is if they said Gaim. I'm not 100% sure. Someone get at me in the comments. Let me know what they said. I forgot which live stream it was. One of the earlier ones, maybe. So they did say that one of the riders was popular. My brain wants to say it was Gaim, but
yeah, that makes sense.
Check your sources. Please cite your sources. I don't want to like baselessly claim this. I'm just saying I hope what they said was Gaim. And potentially that lends credence to us maybe getting more Soto stuff. I really hope that we did enough of a good job promoting the Soto stuff that people actually went and bought it. Whether or not I did anything, as long as I got one person to buy it, cool. As long as as long as we had signal boosted it to at least one person that purchased it, then I feel like we've done our job.
And I don't feel bad mentioning this because hey, it's public information. Team Kamen Rider is following our podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
So to you, Team Rider, I ask, will you dye the world in your color? Will you seek glory? Can you carry that burden? I just wanted to
Would you sit in an hour-long podcast only for the end of it to be relevant to you? Would you?
Possibly skipped for time?
Yes.
Corey.
Yeah. I'll just say there's a time code specifically for our message to
Corey just takes this
chunk
chunk out and just puts it at the beginning with nothing.
Yeah, that'll be the whole podcast. Actually.
Yeah, it's it. What we're recording right now,
Yeah.
no one will ever hear.
Exactly. Yeah. So anyway, at Team Rider, get at us.
Yes.
We
our call.
done talking about the lineup.
Did we talk about Zangetsu yet? He comes with.
I mean, we
Once
pretty much
again,
covered
Adid
it,
Nuva pointed this out, but his Muso Saber does come with his logo on it, so it is accurate.
That's good.
That is one of my major grievances with Gaim, is that they put their freaking logos over everything. Like, they gotta stop that.
It's also disappointing because like the deluxe Muso Saber toy is only ever Gaim.
Yeah, and like,
and it comes
you
with
can't
the
change
melon
it.
luck seed.
Yeah, you're right. It comes with the little Luxie. That never made much sense,
they didn't even give you an option sticker. What a waste.
right?
You know, it's speaking of
Then
stickers.
you had to
I'm
get
just
his
gonna
faceplate as a promotional item.
speaking
That
of stickers.
sucks.
I'm just gonna say the one shot with Zangetsu like holding out the sword. Take a look at the red sticker on the shield. Just zoom in on that.
Oh no!
Hold on.
I just noticed it. Oh no!
Red sticker on the shield. Oh no! Oh no! That is tragic, dude. Why would you
And it's
do
not
that?
It's not even the sticker's fault. It's just it's on such a bad surface.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as we're crapping on sticker placement, take a look at the stickers on the underside of the shoulders.
On Zangetsu?
Oh, I see a little bit of
Yeah,
wrinkle.
on all of them. And look at how much of a gap there is between the plastic and the sticker.
Oh no!
But hey, you know what?
Press your stickers down, Bandai.
I know. What are you doing? Hey, there are positives to this though that I really want to highlight, and I highlighted this in the news video.
Oh, also, I just was thinking about it when you said the armor. I don't remember if we mentioned this or not. If it wasn't already obvious, these don't turn into the fruits.
Oh yeah.
Well, to be fair, Gio's Gaim armor form came with parts to replicate that.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
so
the thing is here, like, Soto is typically the one that says, "Oh, hey, we're doing the gimmick." Full stop.
Yeah.
But I feel like what's more important than the gimmick of turning into a fruit is the gimmick of swapping with other people.
Yeah. yeah.
Well, I was about to say they actually did point this out, just saying, due to the focus of making the figure the most important thing, we could not include the fruit mode.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's,
So I'm
that's
assuming
fine.
that-
I mean,
I'm assuming that means all the budget went into changes they had to make.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, check this out though. Look at Zangetsu's chest armor. Just let that sink in for a second.
What? Just how good it looks?
Yeah,
Mm,
like
mm.
the initial release of the melon one, it just had some stuff on it. Like, it was just a bunch of squiggly little stuff, which that's neat that you were able to get some detail in there, like an amount of detail
Right.
was afforded there, but that is so accurate
Yeah.
the way
Yeah,
that looks.
That's what I was talking about with the 6-inch gimmick line, where it's like that was just like a bright neon green, no paint.
Right.
Yeah. But
Like I love Zangetsu's design, and I love the arms change line. Don't get me wrong, but this
Yeah.
looks a lot better than arms change Zangetsu.
oh yeah, I mean, I love the arms action line. It's really fun, but here this is just a different level.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like
Once
what-
again, I pose the question to you: what is the point of figure arts?
having
I
that sort of
genuinely
quality
wanna know.
Having that quality at a larger scale. There we go.
The only thing I can think of is for the people who really don't want to put stickers on.
I guess if you want to pour that much money into it, sure. But I'm happy to be.
Except for drive type formula, you still have to put stickers on.
I'll be honest. I'm kind of being elitist here, but like
Yeah,
when you have like another branch of your company absolutely taking a dump in your cereal,
That was
like that does not look good.
I mean, that was the thing I was always saying during Geo with RKF, where I was just like, they gotta be just looking at Soto just like, oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
RKF who?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, it's cool that you made Oma Geo. Where's Poppy?
I am astonished here.
Yeah.
Soto's the best toy line.
Remember when the build gimmick line didn't even have cross?
Oh,
yeah. Oh my god. That's garbage, man. What even is the state of mainline DX toys?
How did that even happen?
I know. Well, okay,
it's interesting. It's interesting because it just so happens that Gaim was the last time they went this crazy with characters, and then after that, it's just like, oh, they just kind of must have just realized. I'm assuming that it was a case of, oh, we put way too much stuff on retail. This is not selling like we thought it would.
I don't know, like.
Yeah.
See, because that's the other thing that's interesting about Gaim is that Arms Change was the most, like for the gimmick lines, Arms Change was the most furrow they ever got, like with all of the forms and stuff for any Rider series, and even they didn't get a lot out. There's a lot that never happened there, so that's why I'm just like, I'm worried, but also not worried for Soto actually completing this, because they've done really good in the past about completing things to near 100%. But like,
I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure I'm safe in saying this, but we are definitely gonna get something that we've never had 3D commercialization of.
Oh, for sure. There are so many different riders in Gaim that have never gotten a figure. Odds are we have to at least get a figure of like one or two of them.
At least one of them.
Right? We have to.
Yeah, like there are just too many to not.
Right.
They decided with this that they wanted to print money finally, and I'm here.
Right. Right. I mean, like that's the thing. Like it's not that I never thought we would ever get a Chronicle Gaim. I just figured it would be like one of the last things they would ever want to do because of how long it would take.
I know, yeah, like genuinely, and this was the speculation going for a while, but we were thinking that like, hey, they did Heisei Phase 2, and then they went back and did a Heisei Phase 1, and then Heisei Phase 2 again. Oh, they're kind of going in order with the Heisei Phase 2 stuff, with double, and then O's, but
yeah, I mean, so far the four Chronicle series have been, 2 Phase 2s and 2 Phase 1s.
Yeah, exactly. So like, once again, we were definitely. It looked like we were gonna get a Phase 2,
right?
But the next one in the lineup would have been Forza, because it goes 2, 3, 4. But
and that one would have made a lot of sense to me too, because like Forza is still in that realm of early Phase 2 stuff where we had a decent amount of forms, but we didn't have a crazy amount of stuff to do.
Yeah.
And even if we had continued and done like Wizard or something, which would have had more than Forza, still doesn't have a ton of stuff to do.
Yeah. But here's the thing. This signals two things to me. One, once again, you can't predict Soto.
No.
Right? Like, that's just not possible. Two, potentially what was wrong with Forza or Wizard that you didn't try that. Like, I feel like Gaim is the place you go when, okay, we just need something to hit big. Like, really big.
Well, I don't know. I wonder if I mean, because, they mentioned the survey thing. I wonder if they just pushed not Gaim up, because I don't know, like, what their plans were.
Yeah.
But if they just decided... Well, because also it's the thing where, like, I figured we'd probably get another Chronicle announcement relatively soon. But, like, we've technically yet to finish a series in Chronicle.
We're close with Double.
Double's done, but not to
I think it's 1 or 2 away.
it's done, but not to my standards. But it's done.
Why? Because you want Banana Axle? It's done when you have Banana Axle?
It's done when we get Banana Axle and Fane Trigger. Two things that we'll never get.
Banana Axle is more likely than Fang Trigger.
I know it is. And
I was gonna say Deno is just like a few movie villains plus new Deno's Vega form. I think is the only thing.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, Deno just has a bunch of movie riders to do, and then O's. I would love for them to do the kangaroo pieces. We gotta do the kangaroo pieces, please.
Yeah, the O's is missing quite a bit that I don't know where you'd put.
Well, you could. Well, Aqua Poseidon makes sense to do a set for.
Yeah.
But then, like, are they gonna see? That's the thing. Bandai always ignores these Hyper Battle DVD forms, and I don't know why. Like, O's doesn't have its kangaroo stuff.
You know, Soto has done a ton of Hyper Battle DVD related things, so it kind of feels silly to say this, but I wonder if it's kind of writing a line where it's like, oh, this is almost like stage show material.
Maybe, but I mean, I don't know. Like,
I mean, what if it's something like, and this is just pure conjecture. What if like they can't do a lot of Hyper Battle stuff unless they get the okay from whoever, like Televi-kun or whatever, to make a product for them.
Maybe that's it. Because like the only Hyper Battle DVD stuff we've ever gotten came from
was mainline.
Yeah, it was from the current airing shows and also in like the big boxes at the end of the year.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like Chronicle. Well, I mean, Chronicle hasn't really had to deal with it until O's because Deno and Double didn't have any Hyper Battle DVD forms for them to cover.
Yeah.
For the most part, it will just be something like, hey, I think the Decade one was just like, let's assemble this papercraft thing that's included with the magazine and then make a live version.
Right.
I have a tab open of that on my browser right now. Just because, like,
oh boy,
man, that would be very easy to just model.
Oh, that thing's really cool. Yeah, I like that thing.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Honestly, you should just make it
feeling.
You don't even 3D print it. Just make it a papercraft.
You're right. Yeah, that would be more accurate.
It would.
Make it out of just a bunch of like plastic panels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
But and then for Kuga, they're just missing the Decade related stuff.
Oh right, yeah. The final form.
Yeah.
So so it's kind of tricky. It's like you can pretty much classify Kuga as done in terms of like Kuga stuff, but like when Kuga returned in Decade, that's not done. But then again, you can classify that under having to do stuff for Decade, which I still don't understand why they haven't done a Chronicle line just to wrap up Decade stuff because there's not much left for them to do.
Well, it'd be weird to start a Chronicle Decade and not have.
Well, not even. Well, I mean, it didn't have to be a Chronicle. I'm just saying, like, some kind of set that could just do like
Ride plus 3.
Yeah, honestly, just do something. Do all the Decade stuff.
They could. I would be fully okay with them just going. Here's the ultimate rising form for Kuga and Kivala on Premium Bandai. There you go.
That'd be fine.
Oh wait, I guess Decade complete form. Like, I guess.
Yeah, I need those complete.
Yeah, I need the 2 complete forms.
Yeah.
And also the thing about the complete forms that the Decades can have a bunch of option stickers for all the different types of cards he had on his chest.
Oh boy.
Because Toei could never make up their minds on what cards they wanted on the chest, so the cards changed like 3 times.
Did they have to take the cards out of the chest? They could have just left them in forever.
I don't know what they did, but there are 3 different forms with 3 different groups of cards on that chest because they could like never make up their minds on what was the final form.
I hate it. By the way, that set should include a Yudo Rekka Daizanto.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Nice.
But yeah, so like it's tricky to see how far Chronicle will go since no series has actually been 100% completed yet.
And hey, you know what? Isn't that just the best? Like, you don't know what's happening. And it's so fun.
I was thinking about this before we recorded, where I was just like, maybe a year ago I would have just said, no, they can't do stage show stuff, that they've never done it before. But now I'm just like, I don't know, man. Maybe they'll just randomly decide to do it now.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, what if they just, like, decided, all right, let's do it, and they just start going backwards and doing all the stage show stuff?
Oh my god.
That's
Give
the way
me that
that's the easy
Waz
way to
armor,
put it. That's the easy way to put it is Soto sets a precedent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, this is a bad idea. What if they made Soto stage exclusive, like, figures? Like, you have to go to the stage show or, like, buy the DVD.
God.
Ichiban Kuji.
There's already been stage show
honestly,
exclusive... There's already been...
Ichiban Kuji was not that bad.
There's been stage show exclusive gimmicks before, so...
Yeah.
I'm not gonna...
It was the Shin Segumi icon was exclusive to the stage show, and then he used that icon in the stage show.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'm not gonna send you guys on a Mandarake search, but I wonder how much a stage show exclusive item would go for now. Like that icon you mentioned.
I feel like I've seen it for not a horrible price, but then again, most of the exclusive icons were not that expensive afterward anyway.
Wasn't the ride watch for the Zangetsu one, isn't that like 50 or something?
Yeah, but that's just because the Blu-ray costs so much.
Yeah.
I was about to say that's also packed with something, whereas that icon you mentioned was just something you got at the stage show.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that's the only point of comparison we've got here, because otherwise it's like, I don't know, they probably sold some sort of memorabilia at a stage show, but I guess that's not going to be a good comparison.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, in theory, or honestly, you could also pack in, because a lot of the stage show, or I think that most of them do, eventually come to DVD anyway. You could still just pack the Soda figure with the DVD.
Yeah.
You don't even have to have it be at the stage show.
Too late for Geo.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the thing about stage shows. There's a lot of cool things there that... It's like, I don't understand. I've never understood this. Why? Because Bandai does it all the time. They make so many rider forms for things that just never happen. Like...
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's an exclusive to get your butt into the seat, and that's really it.
But
like it's not necessarily, hey, make a new toy for this. It's, hey, come to this event.
Well, I'm not even talking about for stage shows. I just mean, like, sometimes, we get, like, rider forms and stuff in the show that, like, never get the gimmick released or never get a figure of the form. And I don't get it.
I've actually got some Gaim related trivia for you about that.
Mm-hmm.
So a thing that I've learned recently that I think is really interesting is that Bravo was a character that they designed knowing that there was never going to be merchandise for him, so they decided to kind of go a little wild with the design, like all the spikes.
They've been lied to.
Well, they definitely that definitely did not pan out the way they expected.
Yeah,
he became a fan favorite, and that's something that I'm now kind of interested in looking back on. Like, what other characters kind of have this look to them that looks like we are never making merchandise of this? I'm pretty sure Kamen Rider Mage is one of them.
Well, that explains why Bravo was a premium arms change figure then.
Yep. I bet it's because of the spikes. I don't know.
Probably, yeah. Because the actual Durian armor was definitely weird and different compared to everything else.
Mm-hmm. Hey, but guess what? Arms Action did it in retail. They didn't have the spikes. You know they still made it.
I mean, it makes sense because besides that candy toy figure, all of Bravo's merchandise was premium. So his lock scene and his faceplate, arms change, figure arts. Yeah.
I mean, hey, that's also one of those early signs of, the candy toy stuff is kind of cool, because it was like, here's Bravo, here's Knuckle. You get them on retail.
Yeah. By the way, and I have a feeling we were all thinking this, but we've already got part of Knuckles' final form in the form of O's. So I mean, just do it.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, you keep bringing this. Both of you keep bringing this up.
I forget.
Yeah, me.
Well, I didn't think of it until now.
I could have sworn.
No, I know we
on
were
one of the podcasts that I've listened to, like re-listened to.
Oh,
I
remember mentioning it.
Yeah.
I
was for sure
forgot.
the person who would bring that up.
Yeah.
I just forgot.
I mean, out of everyone I know, it's definitely one of you two, and I'm pretty sure on separate occasions it's happened. I'm 100% sure.
Oh yeah, no, I remember doing that now. I just forgot.
Yeah, because my thing was, I think it's funny looking back on briefly seeing that in the movie, because at the time I was just like, no, that can't be the same part. They wouldn't do something like that. And it's funny, think of that now with things like Geo and 01.
Now, if we want to go real obscure, things that I know they'll never do is all of the novel exclusive Gaim forms.
Hey,
technically, some of those are doable.
There's a first for every 3D commercialization of everything.
You're right. Well, first of all, you also have to get a 2D commercialization so we can actually see what they look like.
That's true.
I mean, at least some of them are just like Ryugen with Jinba dragon fruit or whatever.
Right, yeah, it's like something you can like Photoshop in your mind.
Yeah.
And kind of just guess
Josh,
what it would look like.
That's just imagining. You said, why would you say Photoshop in your mind? What does that mean? Oh, hey, yeah, let me close my eyes and frickin' open up my programs real quick. Photoshop in your mind? It's called an imagination.
Yeah, you know, when you have to remember something, you have to Google it.
Huh?
I said when you remember something, you have to Google in your mind.
That's how brain work.
That's how my brain work.
Yeah, that's how it do. Let's
so now I
before we go any further, I just want to like close out the article itself. This is slated to come out in November.
Yep.
And the Premium Bandai reservations, these aren't Premium Bandai items, but the reservations are going up on Premium Bandai.
When they said Premium Bandai at the end, I got scared.
But yeah, it's Monday, July 20th, so expect those to go up on your HLJs and your Ami-Amis around there. And hey, at Bluefin, at Team Rider, make it available to us. What are you doing? Make it available to us. You have 7 days. You have 7 days.
Go
at the time of this recording, it's probably already passed by the time I upload it. But
I was about to say, Corey, why don't you just app them?
Yeah, no, I did on the when I did the article.
Oh yeah, I saw you.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, just to clarify the Premium Bandai thing, they basically just said like this will go up on Premium Bandai and other retail shops around this time.
Yeah, like I'm sure we've established this before, but if this is somehow your first time listening, they just put them up there on Premium Bandai sometimes, or all the time, just as a retail spot to order online. Like
it's kind of like the equivalent of having a Hasbro Pulse.
I mean, but better.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Hey, once again, before we get any further, let's talk about what you guys are saying about this stuff. We put out the call. Huh?
I actually had just a couple quick little things we can do to wrap up the article contents.
Sure.
Okay. One is just a reminder of this that the main line is like for as of 01 is for 3 years and up at 400 yen a piece. Chronicle is 15 years and up at 450 yen a piece. Just laying out the price difference there. I thought that was neat. And also next week, review of Shodo 03 and new information? Question mark. It's probably going to be Shodo 04.
Yeah, so I said that, well, either 04 or just shodo-x 11.
All right.
Either or. But
well, they just
I'm still
revealed
sticking
10,
with...
didn't they?
Huh?
They just revealed 10 not that long ago.
Did they?
Yeah, it was the one with
Kabuto.
with Hyper Kabuto and stuff.
No,
right?
I know they revealed it. I
Your
just
boy.
didn't think it was that recent.
It was only like
Not
only like a month ago. It's
Fairly
kind of
recent.
been.
Like, okay, here's my thing. Time is different now,
That's fair.
so I didn't know if that was really recent.
Yeah,
Or
it was it was pretty recent.
Huh. Okay.
So if anything, I would think it'd be 04.
Yeah, we've known about Shoto 03 for a long time. Enough time that we had the Hopper brothers there, and then suddenly, oh hey, now we got a new Kabuto.
That's true. Yeah, alright.
Feedback.
So my speculation though, it still holds. We're gonna get Scissor, we're gonna get
The best
what
rider.
did I
ever.
say last week? It was like Scissor, Zabi, some Showa, some weird Showa thing. Throw in another one. I said this last week, and then
Wooden crate.
Another one. We're
some
finally getting more Another
barrels.
Riders.
Shut up. Hey, all right. What did you guys think? Let's talk about it. I asked you guys for your thoughts and how you'd lay out the second retail wave. I forgot I put that part there. Cool.
Oh, I
Blade
got
Raider.
some thoughts about that.
Yeah, Blade Raider says, I love all of this, and I'm going to need duplicates to redo all my old OC riders. Of course. Pro, all these new joints and hand options, all the things I wanted and more. They have ab crunches and butterfly shoulders now for Space Fruit Jesus' sake. Oh wait, they have ab crunches and butterfly shoulders now for Space Fruit Jesus' sake. Sorry, I got the inflection wrong, but I fixed it. You'll hear both because I didn't edit it. And then for the cons, Gaim's gauntlet and thigh patterns still aren't sculpted in, meaning I still have to deal with awful thigh stickers. Ugh. Also, sadly, no fruit modes. I mean, I'm not too worried about the thigh stickers just because Soto's better than arms action. And then the fruit modes, I don't know how to help you there, man. Premium set with just fruits, you could do it. have like neck stumps coming out of the fruits as well, just so you could like plop them onto people's heads.
Oh, that'd be fun.
You know, I didn't think about that. Yeah, now that I'm looking back at the photos of the figures, yeah, they totally have the Kuge kind of neck.
Yeah. So please do that. Only matters to customizers. The new shoulder pads are connected to the armor, which is great, but I hope they're switchable between armors for customs. That's a minor problem that mostly just affects me. I mean, we know on the production side at least that they're able to swap them just because they are separate parts. But we don't know how difficult that unmounting process is going to be.
I can't imagine they're going to be that tight of a fit.
Yeah. We'll see, though. My want for a Wave 2 is just another set of 4 riders. Any combination of Bravo, Duke, Greedon, Knuckle, Kurakage, Marika, Sigurd, etc., etc. Maybe a Gaim or Baron form in there if needed. But I expect it to be a Gaim form, Baron form, Ryugen form, and a Zangetsu form. Either the next level of their final forms or final forms, in which case I finally get a Sour Grape Arms. I'm leaning toward their final forms because that seems to be a thing that happens in Wave 2 Soto Chronicles. That's the thing. This is very different.
Oh yeah.
What's happening here?
Because we don't even know like where they could go structured on this. Like, there's so many things.
Yeah, I
they
know.
could go for.
What if? Okay, this is a shot in the dark. This is another one of those things where I'm gonna say that they're not gonna do it, so I want them to do it.
Right.
Gaim's God form, where it's him wearing like a Kurakage suit, and then just him with blonde hair.
You know what? If we get an Izu, then we've got to get that.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because, like, Izu is different because you have to mold a bunch of new stuff. With this version of Gaim, you just need, like, the Kurakage armor on the Kiwami arms, and then new head mold.
Pretty much.
And they've shown, at least G-Man, or at least the Candy Toy team has shown that they've done heads with, what's the old dude's name?
Ichigo?
The what?
Old dude.
Ichigo.
Be more specific.
Ichigo, yes. Thank you, Josh.
Okay.
Ichigo man.
We have a lot of old dudes in Rider.
Yeah, but the oldest old dude. Yeah, so that guy, whatever I said just now.
Hongo, yes.
No, I forgot what point I was making. Let's move on to Peacemaker 2448.
Fair enough.
Really cool to see outside of all the things to come that I will want. Oh, wait, hold on. Really cool to see outside of all the things to come that I will want. Oh, well, my wallet has stopped screaming at me a long time ago. Probably because it's dead. As for set 2, I'm thinking either Bravo and the other Nut Riders or the 4 Genesis Riders. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if the next pick they're just gonna go chronologically or they're gonna go fan favorites.
You know, I was thinking about this because people had been asking. I wonder if they're gonna do like just a wave of the 4 Genesis driver guys. I was thinking, well, I technically there's not any shared parts between them apart from the Genesis driver, but I thought it kind of makes sense just to have Zangetsu Shin up front, and then like the others maybe at on Premium Bandai. I don't know.
Yeah, I
also,
can see that.
Based on the prices that the 6-inch gimmick line went for, it seems like Zangetsu Shin might be pretty popular because I could never find it for under 100.
Oh, same thing with the figure arts. That one skyrocketed.
Whew.
Yeah, Zangetsu Shin for some reason has always been an extremely popular figure.
Rad as hell, that's why.
Yeah, well, yeah, I completely agree. It's a fantastic suit.
Yeah, but hey, if you're in need of one, there's the arms action figure.
It's okay. I have the arms change one.
Huh?
I have the arms change one. It's okay.
Yeah, but the arms action one's cooler because it has all that.
Okay.
Adid Nuva says, if they're in it for the long haul, I wouldn't be surprised if they went slow and did stuff like pine, strawberry, mango, and kiwi next. I would be surprised, honestly. Or maybe mix that with the Nut Boys. If we're talking about the Genesis Riders, then and they stick to 3 to 4 figures per wave, because most likely Jimber Gaim would be the focus of that wave, we might only see a situation where Marika might be left out for the next wave, or maybe a P Bandai set with Lemon Baron, perhaps. Anyway, super excited with what this will bring in the future. Frozen Stratos says, make sure to get your responses in by tomorrow around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Man, I hate that guy. He's never on topic.
Yeah, what a bitch.
I hear he
Astros...
browses Gundam when news comes out.
Shut up, man. That only happened
it was just
maybe once or twice. Shut up.
That's fair.
Astro Space Kid, who is new to the Discord, my friend, if you're listening to this, welcome in. You are among friends. This is a wonderful place to be for Soto and Candy Toy lovers. Since Gaim has so many forms and additional riders, I can see Bandai extending this series out for a while. I can see secondary forms being a retail set, while riders like Knuckle and Bravo being premium. Not sure about Genesis Riders, though. While they were main characters in the show, the actual figures of them were premium releases. So it could go either way, but to me, I think Bandai is going to prioritize Gaim's alternate forms first, then get other characters and movie forms as premium later on. I mean, I'm definitely of the same mind with everyone here in that all of Gaim is going to be retail. Like, Gaim's regular releases are probably going to get retail. Well,
I disagree.
No, you're right. I disagree with that too.
Because doubles didn't happen that way.
Yeah. But like that was, see, with double, that was more of a situation of like lateral movement. We need, we need vertical movement. Is that right? Yeah, vertical movement in terms of power.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because
yeah.
What's premium? Like that equivalent would be like him getting pine, strawberry, and I don't know, just some other.
No, yeah,
one.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that would be premium, and then.
And how are we gonna get those?
Oh wait, but his final form was premium.
Would
too.
Pine and Ichigo have to come with whole new Gaim bodies, or would they just expect you to keep buying the Gaim bodies from before?
That's
this is a new challenge.
Yeah.
How is this gonna work?
How does Soda work?
How are they gonna do this?
But hold on. Lastly, from Malunis, who says, "Last call for additional thoughts on Soto Gaim."
Cool. Now I can get my thoughts in.
Sure.
So, on the subject of like the idea of bringing in the strongest forms and also mixing in my idea of popular characters, let's say for Gaim they could potentially do Kachidoki arms. That one, I don't have any information to state that that's a popular form, but it seems like it would be just because it's got kind of an awesome debut.
I see more people.
All the evidence you need is me, you, and everyone else you've ever known loving that form. You can talk to.
There you go.
You can talk to someone's mom, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, Kachidoki, love it, dude."
I've heard more people like Kachidoki than Kiwami, so.
Yeah,
that's also true. I just remembered. Oh yeah, and people tend to dunk on the Kiwami arms.
I'm in the very small minority who prefers Kiwami, but.
I mean, I don't hate Kiwami. I like.
But then again, I'm a sucker for silver. I really like silver. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I personally think Kachidoki looks cooler on Zangetsu.
Well, here's the thing. Kiwami, you gotta get that at premium. Because otherwise, how are they gonna reprint all of the weapons for him?
Oh my god.
And, hold on. And, that's the set you're getting all the fruit in.
Oh
right?
My god.
As like displays.
You're hired.
Here's another question. Yeah. Do they do Lord Baron?
That could set the precedent for like Chronicle Monsters. Wait, did we have that?
I don't think we've ever had a monster form.
No, we haven't.
There you go. So it can set a precedent.
Yeah.
But I was also going to say with Kiwami, I could easily see that being premium Bandai because something tells me that chest design would be in ABS plastic, and I wonder if that would bump it up to premium Bandai budget.
Perhaps.
Just
I just would hope that the figure wouldn't be done
look.
in like a dull gray.
They can paint it just like they did with Gold Extreme.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully.
Oh my god, the amount of sass coming out of Malunis. Oh wow, I really hope it's not in gray plastic. They can paint it. What's wrong with you, sir?
That's why I said it that way.
No. Josh, have you ever heard of paint?
I think so.
I'm sure. I'm sure there's plenty more to cover here.
I wasn't finished with my list. I was just talking about Kachidoki arms for Gaim.
Right, we're doing lists. That's the thing. Yeah. I forgot that I put that in there, and I was like, oh no. Oh, as I was reading it, I'm like, oh no, I did this.
Job.
Now we have to do it.
This is our topic. So, Kachidoki arms, Zangetsu Shin, and then this I would personally want to see, because hey, it's a big story moment, but also it fills a gap. Ryugen Yomi.
Yes, please. I love that form.
In the second set?
Sure, why not?
All right.
The only reason I don't know if they would do that, because I want them to include the Overlord weapons with him.
Yeah,
I don't
Soda
know
would
if
do that, wouldn't they?
there would be a lot of I mean, for premium, I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah.
But
oh man, how they gonna handle that staff then? They're gonna have to do the thing where it's an open hand you put his staff in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because it's weird because the show and the arms change figure for Ryugen Yomi, and the figure art, or not. Well, the figure art had it right, but the arms change in the show didn't have the same weapons.
It had a red UA staff, I think.
Right. And then the arms change came with the sword and the other one. I can't think of it. Dumushu, that's his name.
One of them was the axe that was used by. I remember his name started with the G. Right. Names were weird.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. And the axe never came with the arms change, but it did come with the figure art.
Yeah.
So hopefully the Soda would use
Onshu. Dudu Onshu isn't the name of that one, but I love that name, so I just wanted to say it.
And technically, even though the arms change, Ryugen Yomi came with Roshiro's sword, only Kiwami ever used that. So.
No. Okay.
And also at some point, just give us a figure of Jam, just for the hell of it.
Please.
I mean, it's in the show.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And in the movie.
Figure arts didn't.
I think
Jam wasn't in the movie.
Huh?
Jam was not in the movie.
Well, either way, as long as it showed up on a movie or show, I feel like it's safe.
Yeah, Jam only ever happened in the final episode, and it has never been seen from him again.
Oh. Okay. But do his shoulders hurt? Josh, why don't you tell us what your Wave 2 looks like?
Well, honestly, I feel like it could just be a repeat of maybe the Gaim and Baron bodies, so that way there's more out there for the arm swaps. Right. And then they include Pine, Ichigo, Mango, just kind of get that out there, start doing that. That's just kind of what I think, maybe. But just fill the 8 boxes with that somehow.
Right.
Just to give people more opportunities to get Gaim and Baron base bodies.
Right.
Just kind of pad out the waves, assuming that we get more than 2, because that's my hope. We can just say Wave 2 will have Pine arms and Mango arms, and then Wave 3 Ichigo and Kiwi, or maybe put those Premium Bandai. I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as they exist.
So, I mean, actually, Josh, keep going on yours.
No, that's pretty much all I had for it.
Oh,
it's just doing body repeats and then the first batch of armors.
Okay. I think for mine, I'm going with Jimber Gaim, Mango Baron. Just once again reuse those. Let's see, and then let's just say Zangetsu Shin, and let's throw in Knuckle.
So you're going for a fan favorites kind of route?
That's what I assume they're looking for here. I know Jimber just because okay, that's the next step up.
Right.
And it's an easy remold. Same with
and you would have it, I'm assuming be able to do all 4.
Yeah, of course. You'd come with option stickers, which strangely enough, if you get the EX set for Gaim arms action, it gives you a bunch of extra front plates with different sticker options. They don't give you just option stickers.
Honestly,
they give you option plates.
I really hope they would just do it like that.
I know, they won't.
But then you would also have to change the belts too.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I'm just saying that because if they are gonna do multiple waves, and I think we could potentially go 4 retail waves, then you'd need a Gaim in each of those, and I don't think no one's gonna go out to the store, no adult is going to buy for their kid, oh, a Gaim strawberry? What? No. Like, you go the next form up. Like, not lateral movement. You gotta go vertical. So I'm thinking Jimber, like, and what? He has a form progression of, like, 4, right? He has regular, Jimber, Kachidoki, and then Kiwami, right?
Yeah.
You could almost count Suiko arms, which, by the way, that's another factor.
Oh, yeah.
That I'm not even gonna touch that yet, because it took us
Same.
until now to get double.
We technically have not yet gotten a bike in Chronicle, so
we have not received one, but we have 2 in the works currently.
Wait, what was the? Oh, right, double.
The one that we forgot about, or one that we didn't even notice.
Yeah, because they hit it so well.
They did. They actually did. That was an actual tease. Can you imagine that? We missed that for 3-4 days.
I don't know how we...
Oh my god.
It like once you see it, it's so clear.
It is, and I feel stupid for not seeing it before.
Me too.
But yeah, anyway, I think 4. That's my prediction on how many. But then that wave, it's gonna be like, okay, let's repeat some of the stuff and then sort of add one of the.
Let's see,
ones.
with the amount of stuff for Gaim, I'm thinking 4 retail waves, 15 premium sets should do it.
15? Did you say 15?
Yep. And that should maybe cover it. We'll see.
Yeah. But who will cover my medical expenses? Okay. With that said, I'm sure that there's plenty more to talk about, but we're about to hit 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
And oh boy, I'm not looking forward to editing this. This is gonna take a lot of willpower, guys. But yeah, that's it. We're
done.
Outro!
Yay, outro!
Oh, wait. Black Lives Matter. There are links in the description. Go there. Help support the Black Lives Matter movement. Sign petitions, because those are free. Absolutely do that if you haven't already. Donate money if you can. There are links in the description down below to where you can find all that stuff. And once again, if you have a cause that you really like or wanted to support, throw it in the comments down below. You know, for the most part, I'm pretty trusting of the comment section. I haven't had any, like, really bad faith commenters at all on any of these, because, like, who's going to sit on a 2-hour-long video about this that isn't already dedicated, that we already know about? So leave them in the description, or leave them in the comments, and, you know, we'll look at them, and if we like them, we'll shout them out. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Keep it juicy.
See ya.
Once again, I wish I heard any amount of that.
Lock on! Shodo-x!